few days ago, I uploaded a video titled The Top 5 Captain America Brave New World Complaints That Makes No Sense. And in that video, I gave you guys the top 5 reasons why people feel that they cannot support that of Mr. Sam Wilson. However, I do feel that a lot of people have the mantle of Captain America misunderstood, right? Captain America isn't so much about the strength of the character, it's about his intention, right? He's about truth, justice, and that of freedom. Captain America is Marvel's version of Superman. That's right. Despite there being a Century or a Blue Marvel existing in Marvel Comics, Captain America stands for the same thing that Superman stands for. And we all know there have been multiple Supermen in comics and still have a lot more to go. So with that being said, a mantle is just that. It is about the intention, the heart, and not to mention how the person wearing that mantle will also treat it. So with that being said, the top 5 reasons just was absolutely blasphemy. That's it. However, when I made that video, I did not know that there was a 6th reason. That's right. There's actually 6 reasons why many people feel that they cannot get behind Sam Wilson as Captain America. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what that 6th reason is. But first, let's get into today's article. This article comes from CosmicBookNews.com. It is titled, Captain America Brave New World Still a Disaster. More changes, claims, rumors. That's what they said. It's again claimed that Captain America Brave New World is suffering from massive problems, so much so that reshoots are still happening. It's further claimed that another test screening was recently held, which was rejected by the audience. So Marvel is said to be making even more changes to the film. Previous changes are said to include adding Gina Carano, I think I say the guy's name, Esperanto as a villain, adding in more action, and making the flick more similar to previous Captain America movies, which starred Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. Here comes the 6th reason. There's also another issue fans seem to be having with Brave New World. Here it comes. They don't want a replacement Cap. That's right. Fans of Captain America only wants one version of the character forever. That's it. I'm going to get back to that. Let me finish the article. They view Evans, who just returned in Deadpool and Wolverine as Captain America. No, he didn't. He returned as that of Johnny Storm, not Captain America. And Anthony Mackie as Falcon. What else they got to say here? The latest rumor comes via Daniel RPK. The scooper claims Marvel Studios is changing Captain America Brave New World even more because it had another test screening recently. Just 2 weeks ago, Saw It Again claimed that Marvel had removed director Julius Onah from the film. However, reports differ whether that actually happened. It's known Captain America Brave New World has gone through extensive reshoots to get the movie right. According to Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld, it's at least 4. Reportedly, the budget has also ballooned to $400 million or more. Captain America Brave New World has a February the 14th, 2025 release date. But there is your reason number 6. Some people, and I mean a lot of them, cannot get over the fact that Chris Evans, Captain America that is, Steve Rogers, has retired. Right? Those same people who says that they only view Steve Rogers as Captain America are the same people who is applauding his Endgame storyline. When he decided to go back in time and live a life with Betty. Everybody loved that. Everybody absolutely adored the fact that Captain America was able to go back and have the life that he had missed. See, his story was concluded. There was no reason to keep moving forward with that character. He had already been in 3 Captain America films, 1 Iron Man film, and not to mention 4, and I mean 4 Avengers movies. So, 3 Captain America films, 1 Iron Man film, and 4 Avengers movies. That is 8 appearances. That ain't enough for you? Like, for real. See, I feel, personally, now you can feel differently, and guess what? I do not care if you do or not, right? At this point, it's beginning to get personal for your boy. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you exactly why it is getting very personal for me. These people do not want to see anything other than a Caucasian man in the mantle of Captain America. That's it. See, they realized that those top 5 complaints didn't make sense. So now they have resorted back into saying, well, we want Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is most likely dead by now in the MCU. That's right. Even though he has the serum, he still ages like a human. So I have every reason to believe that Steve Rogers is somewhere on some hospital's deathbed at this very moment. Because that is the way his story ended. And it was beautifully concluded, in my honest opinion. And that is what's making this very personal for me. How is it that when it comes to all of these Caucasian characters, we are very much okay with it? How is it that we never have a problem with these Caucasian characters? And I'm talking about male characters as well now. We never have a problem with it. In fact, we embrace it, right? We always are hype. You know what I'm saying? You got Matt Reeves' Batman. People are hype about that. You have James Gunn's Superman. I'm not hype about it, but if you are, you are, right? You have the Fantastic Four, which stars 4 Caucasian people, right? What else do we have next? We have the Thunderbolts. That has 4 or 5 Caucasian people. And then after that, you have Avengers Secret Wars, I believe, that comes after Thunderbolts, which most likely is going to star 85% cast that is that of Caucasian. And many of us are very much excited about those next few Avengers films. Even when it comes down to the X-Men movies, the only person that they're going to put front and center is that of Storm, one African character, and the rest of the team are most likely going to be that of Caucasian. So when it comes down to all of this complaining because you're trying to hide your hate, just understand, when you express how you feel about certain things, in reality, you wear your real feelings on your shoulders. There should not be any reason why this is a problem. It was neatly set up for a good length of time, since 2014. By the time Captain America Brave New World is released, it would be, 11 years since Sam Wilson was put on the path to be the next Captain America. So with that being said, I don't trust any of these test screening results. That's right, because I do not know if they're coming from a legitimate standpoint, right? I do not know if these people went into the film with an open mind and tried to enjoy the story. I don't know. I don't trust them. Just like Kendrick Lamar said, not one of us. So with that being said, maybe Marvel Studios, since you're releasing this movie in February, you should very well test a different demographic. And you probably would get different results for these test screenings. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because we all know what the problem is here, bro. And in my video that I mentioned earlier, I see a lot of people are trying to defend all of the hate. I see a lot of people trying to defend all of the complaints. And they are still not making any goddamn sense. You should not have nothing to say about this. In fact, if you ask me, it was better set up than a lot of things that has gone on in that of the MCU. That's how I feel. So with that being said, when it comes down to Captain America Brave New World, I'll hold my judgment until I see the damn film. I don't want to hear nothing about no test screening. I don't want to hear nothing about no Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't want to hear nothing about any of that. Because they have many of films that I've heard that the test screenings sucked and also had bad Rotten Tomatoes scores. And I said, this is a great damn film. And I cannot wait to see this film in February. And I hope you feel the same. Now, before I get out of here, I got some bonus coverage for you all. Now, right now, I'm hoping that Marvel Studios don't listen to all the rhetoric and actually focus on Captain America Brave New World and understand that all they should be trying to give you at this very moment is a good film. That's it. Don't worry about satisfying the racist masses. I'm sorry. But regarding that of Marvel, some good news, at least personally for me. Rumor, Marvel Studios is now moving forward with a Hulk versus Wolverine movie. That's right, baby. They're trying to give us a Hulk versus. And I am absolutely excited about that. Let me tell you why. I believe it was 2006 when the Hulk versus DVD was released, or was it a VHS? I can't even remember, man. It's been so long. And even though Hulk versus Thor was a great 40-minute short film, that Hulk versus Wolverine blew me away. Like, I haven't seen that story yet, not even in comics, right? So the first time I was introduced to it was via that of animated feature, and I absolutely loved it. Now, don't get me wrong, there's not much context to put forth there, but I would say this. I believe that they're going to piggyback off of that of the Deadpool franchise. And let me tell you why. Because Deadpool was in that film. That's right. And what did they do in Deadpool and Wolverine? What did they do? He also visited that set with them two fighting. So I believe that this will be another Ryan Reynolds production. That's how I feel. And with that being said, I'm extremely excited. You know what I'm saying? In my heart, I also feel that this may very well be the project that Wesley Snipes' Blade will return in. That's right. I feel that they're going to have an incredible lineup regarding this film. So I cannot wait. Right now is a rumor, but I'm pretty sure with the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, anything that Ryan Reynolds brings to the table at this very moment, Marvel Studios is listening, baby. That's how I feel. And another thing I want to cover, and I know you might say, oh, you're getting a little bit lengthy with this video. Trust me, I don't want to give you guys extremely long videos unless it is a live stream, but tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So I'm taking off, baby. I'm going to watch some football and I'm going to get drunk. So I'm trying to give you all of the news and I'm trying to cover everything all in one day. This is news regarding that of the DC universe, right? The DCU. It is titled, Authority Rumor Has Fans Upset About the DC Anti-Hero Movie. A significant shift may be brewing at DC Studios as insider sources suggest the Authority, previously announced as a live-action feature, could be reimagined as an animated project. While there has been no confirmation, this change could explain why DC Studios has been quiet about the Authority. Now, let me tell you why this is probably happening here. DC is broke. That's right. They are broke. Authority film most likely will cost them upwards of $250 million plus, right? Because things are only getting more expensive now. I hear that they have a new screen technology. It was used in Mary's the Batman, and it's apparently it's supposed to make things a lot cheaper. So moving forward, I hope a lot of films use that so they can save themselves the embarrassment. But DC does not have the money for the universe that James Gunn announced. That's right. See, James Gunn put too much on the table regarding that of his universe, right? In reality, all he had to focus on was the main three heroes of DC. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, lead up to a Justice League, spin off from there. But instead, he decided to give you a bunch of random projects. You know what I'm saying? And he knew for a fact that DC was not going to be able to afford everything that he was bringing to the table. The Authority was already a wrong decision to be announced in the first place. Yeah, many people may say, man, this sounds pretty cool, but they're not a group that a lot of us are familiar with. I am a hardcore DC fan, and I swear to you, I have never heard of them. Like, for real. They may have shown up in some comic books, you know, and they probably just was some figures that I just flew past or whatever. But they're not as relevant in DC Comics as the Justice League, Justice Society, right? You know, Teen Titans, you know, and the list goes on and on. So with that being, all the Terrifics. So with that being said, the Authority should have been a project that was announced as an animated feature from the beginning, all right? And the reason for that being is DC Studios could very well save themselves a whole heap of money by doing this. Now, moving forward, I feel that a lot of these projects will continue to transform into animated features. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it. But I feel that DC very well should look at ways of saving money. Because as it stands right now, they have not been able to move the needle as of late. You know what I'm saying? A lot is riding on that of Superman. There's a reason why, at this very moment, only one thing is being filmed regarding that of the DC universe. Because they don't have the ends to film anything else. All of that talk about where's in development, the script is being written, and all this and so on and so forth. No. They're trying to make money so that they can fund this new universe. See, Warner Brothers and DC Studios thought that they were going to have a spectacular year, right? In 2023 and 2024, right? They thought that they were going to be able to take the profits from those 2 years and put forth a new effort when it comes down to that of DC. That's what they thought. But in reality, despite Barbie making over $1 billion in 2023, Warner Brothers really and truly didn't make any money. And 2025 isn't looking all of that great for them either. Yeah, Beetlejuice have made some profit, but when you look at all of the flops, they have to get that money right back. So that could be a very good reason why DC is shifting at this very moment. That's how I feel. And I told you guys that was going to happen. I said they're going to be cutting corners moving forward. And this is definitely an example of them cutting corners. Now, if you want to be excited about this Authority animated feature, do so. Right? I ain't going to tell you not to be excited about anything on the 4K. Or if you feel like this is going to knock it out of the park, feel free to do so, right? Even Creature Commandos. I don't hate on nobody's opinion or flavor, you know what I'm saying, of their choice. But if you feel like this is still going to be excited, you're absolutely free to do so. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to argue with you about it at all. But just understand, I never wanted this in the first place. So regardless if it is an animated feature or a live action film, nothing has moved the needle for me regarding this project. I'm your bro. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you brought that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers, so I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators have uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about the latest news regarding that Captain America Brave New World. And also tell me if you agree with me when I say that these people need to turn the page on that of Steve Rogers. Also tell me how you feel about that Hulk versus Wolverine announcement, or should I say rumor. And also tell me what you think about the Authority shifting to be an animated feature. And always remember, let's le bon temps rouler. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.